Hello everyone and welcome to Mr. Gaming Beard.
Hello.
We're playing Rise of the Tomb Raider
Hell yeah.
on PC because it looks gorgeous.
Even,
Spoiler alert.
even though I had to tone down some of the graphical settings just for you guys to have a more enjoyable experience.
Yeah, it was very intense and there was some frame skipping and cutscene and stuff. So
Very intense frame skipping.
yeah, so I've never played any Tomb Raider game.
Besides the PS1 ones.
I tried playing the first PS1 one and it was not very playable anymore. I tried like 2 years ago for the first time ever, so it hasn't aged well at all.
I remember when I was, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7, I rented the first one, and I believe I couldn't get past like the second level.
Yeah, I couldn't get like anywhere in the game because it just does not control well. Oddly enough, you had to use the D-pad to move, even though it had joysticks. It was weird.
Yeah, with the I think I had also rented the second one, and I didn't get much further.
You should stay here with them.
Did you play like the reboot?
Oh yeah, I played the reboot.
Like not the new reboot, like Xbox 360, PS3
Oh,
one,
like
but
the Underworld or whatever, something like that.
one of them was like
It was like Legends.
Legends, yeah.
No, I never played those ones.
But those aren't reboots though; those are just like remakes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I never played like any Tomb Raider or anything. I played the first of this series for like maybe 20 minutes, and then I was like, "This game's great. I'm gonna come back to it eventually," because I was already playing something.
And then you just didn't.
Yeah, I will someday. Still, I have a lot of games to play.
Look at that.
Look at it.
But the snow coming off those peaks is a bad
Yeah, this looks gorgeous. It still looks gorgeous, even though we toned it down.
Yeah.
The trail
Because I
leads
kept
up
things,
the
some
mountain.
things that high
We'll have
are
a
very
view of the
high
valley beyond from the summit.
All right,
because
let's take it easy.
I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I turned everything down low,
Yeah.
knowing that I have to already
We just need to keep moving.
fix my PC to get something newer.
Even if we don't
Like,
find
look at that
anything
snow.
here, your dad would be proud.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great.
We live in Michigan. That looks like real snow.
Yeah. We've had a pretty good winter, though. Thank God.
Yeah.
There's been, like, no snow here.
Only sleet and snow.
But not that much of it. Only, like, 4 or 5 times.
More sleet than anything.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You Southerners are lucky. I hate the snow.
I know. Michigan, where all we do is complain about the weather.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that QTE. Not as bad as Bayonetta's quick time events.
No?
Oh, God, Bayonettas are horrible. I think I talked about this at some point. Can't remember. I think in Silent Hill or something, but
Maybe.
God, it was bad. Like, you'll just be in the middle of a cutscene just watching it. You'll have no idea that, like, it's that a quick time event is going to be coming. And then you have to press it with such exact timing, or else you just die. And deaths mean a lot in that game, you know, because you get ranked.
Yeah.
So then, like, I would miss it, obviously, because I had no idea that it was coming. And then I would know it was coming in the next one. I still wouldn't even get it because you have to be so exact on it.
I need to jump across.
Horrible.
That was Resident Evil 4 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still haven't played that either. I want to, though.
That was a good one. Probably my favorite Resident Evil.
I've tried playing Remake a couple times, but I just can't get in with those controls. I'm
Yeah,
can't do those tank controls.
come on.
I don't mind them. I've played worse.
Yeah.
I grew up on tank controls, man.
I think that the first Tomb Raider was kind of like that, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of those early games were like that.
Yeah, a lot of older games had tank controls.
Well, a lot of like early PS1 games, because Nintendo 64 had the like thumbstick,
Mm-hmm.
which was the center of everything, and you know that's what I grew up on, so that's what I'm used to. So I can't get into it nowadays. I think you just kind of had to grow up
Look at
on
this
that.
lighting.
Good.
Fucking fantastic. B and my L over these graphics.
Hopefully the story's pretty independent from the first.
This might be the kind of
I'm keeping it toned down for the kids.
I just hope Trinity hasn't beaten us to it.
I'm gonna not curse on this episode.
Oh yeah?
I don't know if I already have, so
storm's getting
I haven't noticed, but I don't really ever notice.
close at most.
that's true because I always curse.
Should be enough to
After we did like our first recording session, we were talking about it, and I was like, "You didn't really curse at all." And then I went back and watched the footage, and it was like every sentence.
Yeah, I love
We're close to something.
the F word, the S word,
Just this last stretch to the top.
all the words.
All right. Let's see what's up there.
So I've heard these games are pretty just similar to Uncharted.
And it's funny to think that because Uncharted was totally inspired by Tomb Raider,
Mm-hmm.
But keep close to the wall.
and then like Uncharted was like an amazing experience through it.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your eyes open for
And then when they're like, let's reboot Tomb Raider, they kind of took inspiration from Uncharted.
Yeah. It basically just seems like Uncharted with a female protagonist from what I played of the first one. A little more fleshed out though with like the weapons.
Take it slow
Yeah.
and steady. Just
Combat's more important. Uncharted combat is just kind of,
Kind of tossed in there,
yeah, it's kind of an afterthought. It's mostly about the story.
which I'm cool with too.
Yeah. I still need to play the third one because I'm really excited for the fourth one, and I don't want to play it until I beat the third one.
Yeah.
That's how I am with Dark Souls 3's coming out soon, and I need to play the first Dark Souls because I know it's going to reference it a lot.
Yeah.
And I've played through Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, and Bloodborne now.
The thing I like most about the Tomb Raider reboot
Can you make it across?
is that like she's not like super overly sexualized like in the original,
That jump.
Yeah.
or it's just like huge polygon boobs.
Yeah, which looks ridiculous
Yeah.
today.
Like I can respect this appearance.
Uh-huh. She's crazy. Can you imagine just doing this?
No, she's fucking insane.
Why?
There's no doubt to that.
What's our motivation here?
Secret societies and shit.
Like, she could just be at home in bed.
Like I believe her father used to be like an archaeologist,
Uh-huh.
but like he would spend his life on like certain things.
Uh-huh.
And I believe in this game it's just you're trying to get to a certain artifact before the secret society that I think killed her father.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's what happens right there.
Lara, can you hear me?
Lara!
I'm gonna pull you back up. Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
There. Over there.
It,
Quick.
like I know people say like
Time.
Laura Croft, but I think it's Lara, but there's
think so,
no
too.
U. That feels weird to say.
It does.
Like it feels like you're messing up someone's name.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like a more common name in, you know, Britain.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
Lara, I can't hold you. The rope
Shut up, guy. You're gonna hold me until I swing some more.
First game didn't take place in the winter, right? Or like in the snowy area. I don't remember
I
that.
think it had a little bit of snow, but
Mhm.
not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just took place on like a deserted island.
Yeah.
That wasn't quite deserted.
So this game, in my opinion, it's and probably a lot of people's opinion, its biggest downfall was that it came out the same day as Fallout 4.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because I went and I bought this game the day I got Fallout 4. That's right.
Yeah, it did not sell well, at least initially. I don't know if it has now. 'Cause this PC
Look at the
version
snow
came out
slide.
after, right?
Look at the snow slide. What was that?
The PC version came out after the Xbox One version, right?
Yeah.
So it might have sold better now, but I know
Not
the initial
very
release.
far after though.
I mean, the initial, like, the fact that it was Xbox One exclusive, but everybody knew it was going to be timed. So a lot of people were just waiting for it to be PS4 or PC.
Yeah.
Combined with the fact that it came out on the same day as Fallout 4,
I think it's sometime this year.
the PS4 version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna wait for the PS4 version, honestly, because I haven't even played the first one. So
I'll probably rebuy it because I like the Tomb Raider games a lot.
yeah, I think I really will like them. I don't know why I haven't played the first one. I just never really got around to it.
Did it.
And now I have Dark Souls to play, and I only got like a month to play it. Twilight Princess HD just came out. Then Dark Souls 3 is gonna come out. Then I gotta beat Uncharted 3 before Uncharted 4. It's just like,
Yeah.
so many games.
When I was giving this game a little test run, that's where it skipped a lot of frames as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one a little bit later that skipped frames really bad.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it didn't do that badly there.
Nope.
Yeah, 2 weeks earlier, this is where I would have stayed.
In some fucking alley.
This reminds me of Bloodborne.
I would have lived in an alley instead of going on a wondrous adventure.
I don't really want to go scale mountains, icy mountains.
I'm a Bilbo Baggins it. Okay?
Bilbo Baggins wouldn't have even done that.
Bilbo Baggins did it.
He didn't scale icy mountains.
He walked on a mountain that ended up being a big old, like, rock golem. And they were throwing rocks at each other.
Hey, I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
I haven't read the book. I've only watched the movies. But I've watched the movies a lot.
I read the first 3 chapters of the book because your dad let me borrow it.
Uh-huh.
And that was when I was like 13. And so, like, I wasn't super into reading.
Yeah.
And then, so I read the first 2 chapters. And I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But now I'd like to go back and read it.
Well, the problem with me
old.
was that I watched the first movie probably about 13, 14 times. And,
Jeez.
yeah, it was on where I worked.
And
And I had to watch it a lot. So, a lot of people will probably say I'm wrong about this, but I started reading the book, and it was just like word for word what the movie was. And I was like, I already know everything that's going to happen. I don't really have any desire to read this. And I know it's supposed to be a lot different. But it's not like that they cut out anything from the book. It's just that they added stuff to the movie to make it 3 movies.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I missed anything by just watching the movies. I'm sure there's something here or there, but...
Peter Jackson was like, this series is going to do way better than Lord of the Rings.
It did not,
It
right?
didn't. Not at all.
They're still really good movies, though.
Yeah, I liked them. I enjoyed them.
They don't compare really to Lord of the Rings, but they're really good in their own right.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was a trilogy. I can't imagine that being shrunk down to 1 movie.
No, I mean, I think the original plan was 2 movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then they somehow managed to get 3 out of it.
Yeah. I thought the second one was kind of weak, but...
That's probably where they added everything in.
Yeah. The more I watched it, though, because I watched that one probably 13, 14 times, the more I liked it, which is kind of weird. Usually the opposite.
Yeah. Because The Hobbit's only like 1 book, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then
I'm
they somehow managed to make 1 book into 3 movies.
I saw the gutter press was
I mean, it's admirable in the fact that, like, they just didn't want to cut anything out, if you think of it like that, but really they just wanted more money.
Yeah.
Of course not.
It's all about your perspective, I guess. You can be optimistic or pessimistic about it, but realistically, they just wanted more money.
Yeah. I like Peter Jackson movies, though. Like, you ever seen like any of his like movies before Lord of the Rings?
No, he made that, Golden Compass, right? Something like that?
I think so.
I never saw it.
He made a movie called Bad Taste.
Mm-hmm.
And all it was about was aliens coming to Earth. He used humans as hamburger for their outer space food.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
That's a weird premise.
and it was so shitty, but I loved it.
Uh-huh.
Laura, no.
And like, then he also made Brain Dead, which over here is called Dead Alive,
Go home.
Mm-hmm.
which is considered like one of the goriest movies ever made.
Mm-hmm.
This obsession.
Yeah, I've never heard of either of those. Yeah, he's a good director, though, from what I've seen.
Something I can't explain.
And this is a long cutscene.
Understand what
Yeah, it
he was
is.
going through.
But there's
It's
in Dead Alive, there's a priest
nonsense.
who's like fighting
Don't go down this road.
some, I believe he's fighting like some punks or some zombies. He's like,
Mm.
I kick ass for the Lord.
to me now.
Oh, you just swore.
I'm going to find the prophets
You just swore.
I only said ass. That could mean a donkey.
That's true. It says it in the Bible.
Yeah.
Then if it's in the Bible, it's okay.
Yeah. Just like fuck is and shit and poopy ass butts.
I don't remember that part.
I remember it.
too. We're close. There should be no way.
Wow, this is a really long cutscene.
You're wasting your time.
Well, I guess I wasn't paying attention when I test run this game.
Driving, please.
Yeah. Probably skipped the cutscene.
No, I didn't.
I've been trying actively not to skip cutscenes in games because I normally do. I'm trying to like get myself to like them more.
Right.
I don't know. I like a cutscene that doesn't last a very long time.
I just hate when the game is like mostly
You
cutscenes,
told
I guess.
someone, didn't you?
I like
In some rare instances, I like it.
I don't mind if a cutscene runs like a couple minutes,
Uh huh.
but like Metal Gear Solid 4.
Get us out of here!
Yeah,
Like,
you're
I
telling
had a
me that.
problem with that one. 'Cause, like the first cutscene was like 10 to 15 minutes. It felt like,
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm dying.
that's how I was with Nino Kuni. I tried playing that, and it was like, oh my god, is this ever done?
Well, that's because I think that game was also made with Studio Ghibli, who make like a bunch of very popular anime movies.
Yeah, it was. That's pretty much what it was. I mean,
And so
I just
they
didn't.
just kind of,
Like, it's just not my thing. I probably should have known more about it going in, you know? Like, this game is a lot of cutscenes, and I'm okay with that, because I like these kind of cutscenes. And I like the Uncharted games and their cutscenes.
ugh.
But games like, the later Final Fantasy games, like 10, that are just, like, a lot of cutscenes. Like, I don't mind, like, the early ones, like the Super Nintendo one, Final Fantasy 6, where it's not, like, cutscenes, it's just, like,
No turning.
you know, what cutscenes were back then, where it's just a bunch of dialogue. Like, I don't mind that.
Alright.
Alright, well,
We're gonna continue this in the next episode. See you,
get into
everybody.
the gameplay.
Yeah!
Yeah, see you guys then.